Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $50 Millions Club ticket. This is a number match game, and there are a few multipliers you can find. You've got 2x, 5x, 10x, 20x, and then you've got some bonus spots up there where if you find two matching symbols, you win that amount of money. And I don't think I mentioned this is part of the November 2023 series of tickets in Texas. Now, here on this page, we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out. Overall odds on this game are 3.36, 1 in 3.36. Looking at the prize structure, you can win anywhere from $50 up to $1 million. And the odds of winning the million are 1 in 400,000 about. Now, I'll just say this. I think I've come to the conclusion that $50 tickets are just ridiculous, unless it's going to have like a ridiculously high top prize or a ridiculously high payout. It's just too much money to pay for a scratch ticket. Our $50 ticket, I'm a Georgia guy. Our $50 ticket is the best scratch ticket that I've seen. I think it's ridiculous anyways, because it's just too much money to pay for a scratch ticket, especially when you've got $30 tickets with similar payouts, to even $10 tickets in Massachusetts with similar payouts. There's really no reason to play a $50. Why would you spend that much money on a ticket? It just doesn't make sense. And so looking at this prize structure, the glaring thing that sticks out to me is the $1 million top prize. I mean, you can play, $10 tickets usually have a top prize of $1 million. So this is just way too low. $1 million for a $50 ticket at 1 in 400,000 odds of winning. It's just crazy to me. So yeah, I'm not a fan of $50 tickets at all. Now I think that is the only thing that I wanted to point out on the prize structure. The other thing that we do need to mention is taxes. And so for any prize, in Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game. And so that's going to apply to these top two prizes here. And so instead of what you see there on the screen, I'm going to view these prizes as $7,600 and then $760,000. So, I mean, that's even more ridiculous. A $50 ticket for a top prize of $760,000 at odds of 1 in 400,000. So before we look at the payout, I did want to just mention one thing. Like, you guys in Texas, you've got two lottery drawing games. And so you've got the Texas Lotto, it's called Lotto Texas. And, I took a little screenshot of some of the top prize or some of the prizes that have been won on here. So you're matching 6 numbers. It looks like it's regularly giving out $20 million as the top prize. The odds of winning that jackpot are 1 in $25 million, but the ticket's only $1. So if you were to buy 50 of these tickets, so that's what I did here. I took the odds, divided it by 50 because you're buying 50 of them. It's going to be the same price as this $50 scratch ticket, and your odds of winning $20 million are, basically the same as winning $1 million on that $50 scratch ticket. So, for me, I think I'm way more interested in winning $20 million than $1 million if I have basically the same odds. You also have the Texas two-step lottery drawing where you are matching 4 numbers plus a bonus ball. And, there were a few drawings here in October where you had, 1.4, 1.8, $2.2 million as the top prize. These are all higher than this $50 scratch ticket. And the odds of winning the top prize on this drawing, and again, the tickets cost $1. The odds of winning the top prize are 1 in 1.8 million. If you were to buy 50 of these when the jackpot was, $1 million or more, your odds of winning are 1 in 36,000 instead of 1 in 400,000 on that $50 game. So, if you're going to spend $50, to me, it makes way more sense to play one of these lottery drawing games when the jackpot is high. I wouldn't be playing this $50 ticket. To me, it's just way the jackpot is just way too low. But anyways, we adjusted the prize amount $7,600, $760,000. When you run the numbers on this ticket, you find out that the payout comes in between 76 and 77%. So that, again, that's like way above the minimum 70% payout that we look for all tickets. So, we'll see how this compares with other tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that this payout does include all the top prizes and all the upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are actually going to see a 76% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average player with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes? And in order to do that, we are going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $500 prize level. So if you are just an average person with average luck, when you do win on this game, you're going to expect to see a prize between $50 and $500. Now, the split there at the $500 prize level is about 72-28. So, the large majority of these $500 prizes are going to fall here in the bottom 99% and are available to average folks. The other 28%, though, are going to fall in the top 1% of prizes, which are really tough to hit. And if you want to know what the odds of hitting a top 1% prize are, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 336 tickets that would have a top prize on it. And just so I don't mess up the math here on the spot, so you're in, over $16,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And by that time, you really need to hit the top prize. And so that is important to know when you play this game. Now, since so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to subtract the value of these from that payout number you saw before. That's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when you do that, you find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 69 and 70%. And so this is a really strong number. I mean, this is a really friendly number to the average player, which I like to see. I just need that top prize to be way higher than what it is. Now, here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $50 tickets. And yeah, I mean, we don't like what we see here. The data point for this Millions Club ticket is over here on the right. There was a steep decline in value from the previous $50 ticket that came out, the Cash Royale. Over 1 full percentage point decrease in value. So that's a huge amount of money. I never like to see decreases like this in value. Whenever I see it, I always suggest don't play the ticket. What you want to communicate to your lottery is that you don't deserve to see decreases in value like this. You don't like to see decreases in value like this, and you are not going to play tickets when you see decreases in value like this. And so this is definitely one that I would leave on the shelf. No questions asked. You've got two other $50 tickets that have a lot better value. Top prizes are still available. There is no reason for you to go out and buy this ticket. Now, if you are playing $50 tickets in Texas, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category. If you're playing for overall value, the Cash Royale ticket would be the one you would want to play. If you're playing for odds, the Lottery Spectacular is the one you would play. If you are playing for the bottom 99% value, the friendliness to the average player, the Cash Royale would be the one you'd want to do. If you are more of a high roller and you want to win a little bit better prize when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Lotterio ticket would be the one you would want to play. And then over here on the right, we are keeping track of top prizes as well. Now on this page, we are ranking Texas $50 tickets based on overall payout. The Millions Club, third place overall. I wouldn't play it. I think this the Texas Lottery is not doing its players right with this ticket. Here on this page is the bottom 99% payout, and while 69% is a good number, it's still in third place overall. And you can see a lot higher values for average people here in these other two tickets. So again, another reason to leave this one on the shelf. Now here on this page, we are comparing $50 tickets across states. And you can see the Millions Club is the sixth. It's the second worst $50 ticket that we've seen on the channel so far. I'm going to recommend, as far as I'm going to recommend not playing it on the title of this video. I'm going to say don't buy this ticket because it's the worst $50 ticket in Texas, and it just barely beats out the Florida ticket. Well, I said just barely. It's not just barely. It beats out the Florida ticket is really bad. So, anyways, second worst ticket overall. But what we really want to do is look up at the top of the list. And up here, we see the best ticket that we've reviewed on the channel of any price tag. It's the Ultimate $5 million ticket from Georgia. Came in at over 83% payout, which is a crazy payout for a scratch ticket. And yeah, we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out a $50 ticket at 83% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is Texas putting out $50 tickets at 76% payout? That is ridiculous. We're going to call it a 6.5 percentage point difference. And especially when you're talking about $50 tickets, 6.5% is a massive amount of money. One scratch ticket could easily have 10 million tickets as part of it. If you multiply that number of tickets by the $50 price tag, that's $500 million. That's $500 million for just one of these scratch games. And, when you're talking about $500 million, 6.5% of 500 million is $32.5 million that the Georgia lottery would be saying, hey, we can give this money to our players, that the Texas lottery is sticking in its pockets. And it is not right, and the Texas lottery should not be doing it. And you have to ask, why would the Texas lottery do it? And I think there are no good answers, and it kind of leaves me speechless. I don't know why Texas would do this to its players. Now, here on this page, we are comparing across states for the bottom 99% payout. The Millions Club, a little bit more competitive here with 69% payout. It is going to be at least an okay ticket for the 99% of people who aren't winning those top prizes. Now, here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. Excuse me, 7670 is, 30th place. But here's what's crazy. There's so many crazy things. Look at what's right above it in value. Massachusetts, $5 tickets. It should not be that a $5 ticket from one state has more value than a $50 ticket from another state. I mean, it's ridiculous. Texas should be embarrassed of itself for putting out a ticket like this that cannot even beat the value of a $5 ticket from another state. That's completely embarrassing. And like I said before, whoever is in charge of the lottery in Texas really needs to be fired because they're doing a horrible job. My call is for every state to, if they're going to put out a $50 ticket, that $50 ticket needs to be more valuable than any cheaper ticket from any other state. If you look at the second place ticket on this list, $30 ticket from Georgia at 83% payout, that means a $50 ticket should have more value than that. So the minimum value for a $50 ticket from any state should be 83% payout. Bottom line, if a state's not doing it, then they're ripping off their customers, and Texas is royally ripping off its customers with this ticket. Now, here on this page, I need to fix this, don't I? Let me delete that. There we go. So let's see. This is the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 69% was good enough to make this list. So right here in 14th place. So again, this is going to be a pretty decent ticket for the average player. It's just, at the top, there's just not enough value to justify the $50 price tag. So that's about it for the Texas Lottery $50 Millions Club ticket. I'm not going to say good luck on this one. This is one I'm going to suggest not to play. I'm going to ask you not to play it. Texas is not doing its customers right with this one. You deserve way better than this. And so, yeah, please leave this one on the shelf. Send the Texas Lottery a message that you don't deserve to be treated like this. So, sorry for such bad news on this ticket, but that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.